If you've been looking for a high performance, high power, value priced airgun that absolutely loves all these new Airgun Slugs that have been coming out, then may I introduce you to Hatsan's NeutronStar. Coming up. AEAC is made possible by Air Venturi, Hawk Optics, Diana Airguns, FX Airguns, Daystate, Air Arms, Sports Match Rings UK, H&N Sport, Aztec Optics, and JSB Predator Pellets. And you guys know the best way to thank them. Alright guys, Hatsan's NeutronStar, formerly called the NovaStar, comes to us from Turkey. It's available in either 177, 22, or 25. It measures 43¼ inches long. By itself, it weighs 8.3 pounds. As you see it here, to include a scope and mounts, it weighs in at 10.6. It's available in this thumbhole Turkish walnut only. It ships with two 12-shot magazines, a single shot tray, a fill probe, and a spare O-ring kit. Here in the States, it comes with a 1-year warranty, and you can pick one up for around $880. Now, the NeutronStar is not regulated. However, when you fill its 480cc carbon fiber bottle to its 250 bar max and shoot that down to around 200 bar, you're gonna get about 60 good flat usable shots at distances like 50 and 100 yards. And by good flat usable, I mean with like an extreme spread of 29 and a standard deviation of just 7.4 feet per second. Now, if you want to shoot things out further, you can. Just run it on down to around 180 bar, and you're gonna get about 70 good shots for distances, they say, inside of 35 yards. Now, power comes in at a punishing 46 foot-pounds of energy, which it accomplishes by pushing a 25.39 grain pellet to an average of 901 feet per second, with that pellet holding on to a heavy 39 foot-pounds of energy, 25 yards down range. Now, the NeutronStar also takes advantage of a Turkish-made, choked and shrouded barrel with 1/2 inch UNF threads hiding up here at the front, side lever cocking, a receiver with 11mm and Weaver mounts machined into it, a forward accessory rail that's Picatinny, an underbelly manometer, an internal anti-hammer bounce device, an adjustable comb, an adjustable rubber butt plate, additional magazine storage, and Hatsan's dual stage match grade fully adjustable quattro trigger with, ready for this, manual safety. So, why have I fallen so hard in love with this gun? Simple. It does everything well, it's reasonably priced, and it loves slugs. But it may not be for everyone, because I couldn't get mine to like pellets out around 50 yards and beyond. Any of them. But at 25 yards, it did pretty well with a few. And for a summary on that, hit me up on my sister YouTube channel, AEAC Vlog. Out in the field, the NeutronStar feels smaller than it is. It's perfectly balanced and is appropriately meaty. Load up is quick and easy, and cycling with slugs is flawless. The same couldn't be said for some pellets. If you must shoot pellets out of this gun, I did find a few that worked well out to 25, but their accuracy tended to fall apart by the time they got to 50. But that's all okay, because slugs give you a ballistic advantage. Take these 17.5 grain Nielsen specialty ammo slugs. They're leaving at 40 foot-pounds of energy and 50 yards away are still holding on to 32, carrying their steam much further than a similarly weighted pellet, and are traveling at a velocity that the typical pellet shape doesn't really like until you get it below 875 feet per second. The improved aerodynamics of this shape are truly your friend in an ugly swirling wind and when reaching out to greater distances. To fill the NeutronStar's 480cc carbon fiber bottle to its 250 bar max, take the included fill probe and insert it into the fill port. Now when you do, it's going to displace the fill plug. Just set it aside. Now when you're done, bleed the air between your fill source and the gun. Remove your probe and reinsert your dust plug. That's all you got to do. Cocking the NeutronStar requires moderate force, but it's not too bad. Forward cycling is exceptionally smooth and bump-free, likely on account of Hatsan's loosely fitting magazine. So if yours has got some play too, don't sweat it. It doesn't seem to hurt accuracy one bit, and may even contribute to it. The feel of the entire motion is quite good, and doesn't leave much to be desired. But it's not as slick as guns costing twice as much. A single shot tray is also included, but because the magazines fit all the slugs I had no reason to use it. But its ease of use and operation seemed just fine, albeit a little tougher to manage. JSB slugs, when are these coming? So these are early prototype slugs that JSB sent to me, and I'm guessing some other reviewers to test them and send feedback on how they're doing, all right? And that's what I've been doing kind of behind the scenes for them. They're coming. They should be landing here March, April. So I'm guessing that means to you guys March, April, May, maybe, for when you're going to see them on stores. And the JSB slugs are already here. The FX slugs are already here. And the NSA slugs are already here. So you can pick all that stuff up. Okay. So before I forgot, there's that. So what I like to do to begin with is I'm already familiar with the gun. Normally I would pull, you know, a little patch through, then a little bit bigger one, then a bigger one, you know, work my way up. I already know the gun, so I'm going straight to the big one so I can get the work done that I need to do, because it's like you can kind of fine tune this process, all right, by the thickness of the patch. That's what I love with this thing. All right, so I'm going to get 4 of them here. That's probably enough. Give it a good shake. I'm going to give these a pretty little decent soak. Nothing overboard. I'm going to just take a minute and knead all that in so that ballistol is working its way into the patches that are towards the middle of my little 4 stack here. All right. Ballistol, does it smell like black licorice to any of you guys? To me, it smells like black. My wife thinks I'm crazy. She thinks it smells like diesel fuel. I think it smells kind of good. It feels kind of nice on my lungs. They're a little bit raw today. All right, so what do? We take our patch and we pierce the patch with that nice pointed tip. We slide it to the end where you see the collar is, all right, like so. And then we just worm it up the barrel. Okay, and there it is. If you don't want to take your moderator off, you can always slide a drinking straw down the end of the moderator. All right. And that is so freaking slick. I'm telling you guys, you know I'm passionate about a lot of airgun brands, but something about this barrel is... The NeutronStar is a 46 foot-pound Macon 22 cal without a whole lot of factory moderation, but it does have a non-baffled, non-ventilated shroud over the barrel that helps a little bit. If you're in need of more quieting, Donnie FL offers an aftermarket solution, and it's called the Sumo. In addition to transforming the sound signature of your rifle, aftermarket moderators like the Donnie FL can be good tuning tools. It's a bit of a wacky art though, because any performance you pick up has more to do with whether your rifle likes the harmonics of having a moderator hanging off the end of it, and how well that rifle's threads and mounting system are aligned with the rest of the rifle. Because if they're not, you'll experience what's referred to as clipping. Clipping doesn't necessarily mean that the pellet or slug made physical contact with the moderator, but it does mean that it came close enough to have its stability interfered with, and or cause some funky turbulence behind the projectile, throwing off its flight path. The Donnie FLs come in several shapes, sizes, and calibers, to which you can use to tune the accuracy of your rifle. Going up a caliber or two is called plus sizing, and it's my normal practice. And that is a clip. This is a 25 cal Sumo on our 22 cal NeutronStar. And up till just now, it hasn't been clipping, but the 22 cal has been. If this happens to you, it's more than likely a matter of indexing between the shroud and moderator, because as you'll see in the upcoming shots, we're very close to perfect alignment. Just loosen everything up and tighten it all back down with a little bit different pressure than you used before. In my experience, normally less is better. Not all Hatsans come with their Quattro trigger, so if you find one you like that does, know that that's a good trigger. Now the trigger in the NeutronStar broke at around 2.5 pounds out of the box, but the manual that shipped with the gun takes you through on how to improve that if you like. I followed those instructions, and I did get it a little bit more to my liking. The first stage take-up is clean and light, and it does come up against the nice sharp stop. And with just a little bit more pressure, off it goes. Now the safety on the NeutronStar is manual, so it doesn't auto reset when you cycle the gun. Something to be aware of. £1 pound, 11 ounces. If you're new around here, the Airgun Nation Forum likes to hold monthly airgun giveaways with the help of our mutual sponsors. It's a simple number-based lottery, and the odds of you winning are really quite good. The RDW next to this video's title stands for Review, Discuss, Win. What that means to you is that one of you is going to win the actual NeutronStar I used in the making of this video, along with the Optison EVX 6-24x56i AO scope, Sports Match Rings UK's adjustable scope rings, the Donnie FL moderator, and a whole bunch of ammunition from H&N Sport, JSB, Nielsen Specialty Ammo, and FX. And if that weren't enough, Patchworm's throwing in their small caliber 22 cleaning kit. If you like big and bright, especially in low light conditions, you're gonna love Optison's 56mm bell. At around $470, the AVX 6-24x56i is a good value. All the movements and construction are first class, and its sight picture is big, clear, and bright. Really clear and really bright. But its AO ranging wasn't as accurate as some other Optisons I've tested, and there's very little upward adjustability in the elevation turret. And that's where Sports Match's adjustable scope rings come in, and that's why we're including them in the giveaway. Not only will they allow you to adjust your elevation while keeping your scope at an optical 0, but they'll keep you on the paper from just a couple of yards away all the way out past several hundred, which I strongly feel the NeutronStar is capable of, because it does have an internal hammer spring adjuster you can play with. But back to the Optison. Overall, great scope. Well, that's all for today, folks. A special thanks to Hatsan USA, Sports Match Rings UK, Optison Sport Optics, Donnie FL, H&N Sport, JSB, Nielsen Specialty Ammo, FX Airguns for getting all these fine products into my hands to review for you. You guys know the best way to thank them for that one. Now from here, y'all want to head on over to the Airgun Nation Forum so that you can participate in the discussion and the giveaway on Hatsan's NeutronStar. I'll leave you directions on how to get there in the description down below. So with that, I'm Steve Shalley. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck, everyone. Then may I introduce you to Hatrons. This one measures just 43, So if you find one yet, Donnie FL, H&N, JSB, FX, Nielsen Specialty Ammo. Now this one came out of the new Airgun Slugs that are coming out. Value priced airgun that's bibbly bobbly boobly. Either 17722. No. The manual is safety. I think this is take 10. Humana. Safety. Now speaking, the manual's safety? What the shall it? Picado. Penis dick. If you're looking for a high performance, if you've been looking, If you've been looking for a high performance, oh my God.